or has been seized by the former Speaker, Honorable Councillor James Kolleh of Grand Creek District Number 2, and we have made several efforts as a plenary to have that office open. We're sending 5 communications, different communications on different occasions, commencing as far back as late last year to no avail. And in some of those communications, the last communication, he responded to it, and he said, if I can recall, at the bottom of said communication, he said that it was his last time talking on said matter. So thereafter, last Friday, we were to conduct this exercise, but the leadership advised that since you're coming to the country, we allow him to come over the weekend and have his things removed. Up to yesterday, Monday, even went to work and declared our action as a coup. And they asked him as to whether, how long will he continue to fight, and say, fight for what? Everything has been taken, the speakership has been taken, and he still insisted that he could not turn the office over in that interview. And he said it was the last time talking on it. And we need to have this office prepared for use by the speaker. As you are aware, it's a statutory office. It enables the speaker to have his staff, press director, COS, deputy COS, resource officer, with general coordinator, and the list goes on. So there are a couple of staff that need to be in there. We also need that office to enable him to have a comfortable space in interacting with guests to be able to discuss the interests of Liberia, inclusive of the conference room. So it's against that backdrop that plenary took an action to enable this committee rule order. We are 2 here, but we are now 2. This is a committee of certain persons to carry on this exercise today. So please do me this favor. I think it will be appreciated. It will give opportunity to one another at a time. So if you ask a question, maybe another person want to ask, just allow them to flow.
Yes,
so,
yes. I'm Webster Clay from Front-Page Africa. Going for what next for the embattled speaker, James Kolleh?
I don't know who you call embattled speaker.
Representative
Speaker Emeritus or Representative Koffa is not embattled speaker. He has been removed. I don't know when you saw him performing the responsibility or discharging the function of a speaker of recent. Since November, December of last year, up to present, he has not discharged the responsibility or function of a speaker. So how do you call him battle? There is a man who is removed, and not only removed, but he's replaced, and not only replaced, but he doesn't come to work. Speaker Emeritus has not come to work for more than 24 section days. And I would want to inform the public about Rule 20.1 and 20.2 of the House's standing rules. It says that a member who fails to come to work more than 2 weeks without an excuse of plenary, said member has committed an offense that is punishable. So I just want the public to also understand that not only Speaker Emeritus, but other colleagues who feel that they want to stay home, not to come to work, but every month go to the bank and take their salary, I think it's unjust for Liberian people. So I want to use this meeting to give them a wake-up call that they can put Liberia first and find reason to come to work. If you say you don't want to come to work, is it not prudent enough to help us not to take a salary? But you can't be taking salary, you don't justify, you don't deserve it, you don't work for it. Who are you then? Then you call yourself rule of law caucus? You are the first violator of the rule of law. Yes.
Yeah,
in November, you wrote Councillor Koffa asking him to give the list of his staffers so that they can take pay for December and months ensuing. Has he, furnished you with the listing of his staffers since he is taking pay also?
He's taking pay. That's what I'm wondering. Why would Speaker Emeritus want to be taking pay? Staff are not taking pay. I'm wondering why. But sometimes again, I wonder that, well, maybe they know their own. But if I'm taking pay and my staff are not taking pay, then I've been wicked to my staff. Mainly in the wake of the season festival, Christmas came and passed because of inability to submit his assistant staff. They didn't take pay. New Year came and passed. They didn't take pay. Even as of now, he has not submitted a name. But we're interested to know that he's taking his benefit as a lawmaker. So that's one thing I'm still wondering. He no longer been paid as speaker, he now paid as representative. And he still take the immunity of a representative. So why would he not want to submit the names of his staff?
If you talk about immunity, you talk about gasoline, you talk about all those.
I said to you, the speaker is receiving his immunity. That's all I can say to that. I want you to ask the speaker as to whether he did not take pay for the month of December. The former speaker emeritus or the speaker emeritus. I want you to ask him as to whether he never took pay for the month of January. And for the month of February, except for any reason there is a decision by plenary, but I'm very sure that he will obviously take pay. Yeah.
Honorable Kolleh, my name is
From here, from ERBC.
From Spoon.
Spoon to spoon.
Yeah. Did you receive any court evasion order to carry on this exercise? People are concerned about that.
The speaker emeritus received a court clearance to assemble at the offices of hosting the speaker. One thing I don't understand is this. There are three separate and coordinating branches. We cannot subject our working to that of the court. Similarly, the court cannot subject her working to us. We as a body, as a branch of government, we took a decision in plenary, and leadership endorsed said decision. So we honor obligation to implement said decision. The decision taken is not on a Rezana Paul or on a collect decision. It is a decision of plenary. So I think that you should be asking as to whether likewise, similarly, as to whether Honorable Koffa, when he was ascending to the speakership, the user office, where the court gave him a clearance. So I go to ERBC.
Yeah, now the office has been invaded. I'm concerned as to when do we expect to see Honorable Kum taking our office?
The first thing is I want to take the office. You saw the situation in there. His personal, pieces of, maybe should I say personal belonging. You went there. What did you see there as personal belonging besides maybe the photos, the sheets, and maybe some of the dustbins, and you saw for yourself, right? So I'm still asking myself.
I'm asking when do we expect
I want to
Honorable
respond
Kum
to you, but I want to lay a premise. I'm yet asking myself, why this man was keeping the work of the legislature at hostage? And you've been here for a little while on legislative coverage. Many times you see people coming with contempt, and attempt to obstruct the work of the legislature, right? So what he was doing to keep the office of the speaker closed, and nothing absolutely is there besides pieces of papers and you name the rest that are not essential. Was that not obstructing the work of the legislature as well? Or should we be biased in our decision? If it were a minister who did that, then we're passing a vote of no confidence at this time, asking them to go behind the roster bar of South Beach. But why do that? One of our colleagues will elect to do similar action that we know in full well that if it were done by a member or agent of the executive, we are going against them. But to satisfy your curiosity, I say to you that the office of the speaker will be turned over in the soonest possible time. There will be some maintenance or renovation work. When it is done, the public will be informed as to when the speaker will officially be taking his office.
Yeah, so I want to know since
ERBC is dominant.
Close to 3 months now, I'm calling on you, the former speaker, and I'm working, but yet you still paying you. Why?
Like I'm saying to you, it is plenary decision. Even if it has been observed that he's not working, I'm not clear with that authority. There are procedures. A complaint or information need to be sent to plenary, and the plenary take a decision upon that. So as committee on rule orders and administration, we are not clear with the authority to remove any lawmaker from the payroll. We do not have that authority. The people that have that authority is a plenary. So I'm saying to you, this is a breaking news for you, and I hope and pray that you can help me and edify this news to the Liberian people, that the Speaker Emeritus has not been working for the past 3 months, but yet he still receives a pay, and no time, a point in time that they are sending money to the account, and resist it there by sending it back into consolidated account, or to have an official documentary on it say, I received this money from government of Liberia. So I'm calling the Liberian people in the press to ensure that it's go back to government of Liberia because I did not work for it. So that's the issue.
Sir, my colleague's question still goes back to you. I mean, this is a lawmaker who you deemed not necessary to still remain the speaker. And plenary has not found it necessary to hold on to his salary or make a decision whether he should still take pay after not working for 3 months?
I just said to you, it was this one section that asked the eroding clerk. The eroding clerk is the clerk who does the roll call. The roll call. So I asked to know as a committee responsible for the working of the legislature day-to-day to provide administrative guidance to the House of Representatives. And in that process, I get to understand that those Honorable Koffa, along with some lawmakers, have not been coming to work for a certain number of days. Honorable Koffa, I think if my mind can serve me right, was marked as 24 section days. So go to work and do your mathematics and know how many months within 24 section days. So it's a breaking news, since I'm breaking it to you, right? So I can assure you that we'll do our best to inform plenary, and plenary will take the appropriate decision. That decision is now with us. That's the point I'm making to you. Whether I like it or not, when plenary say this, who am I to object to it? I'm on a mandate per the rule of the House of Representatives to implement plenary decision.
So, can I ask one
Yeah,
question?
it's the last one is end.
So, my last question is, prior to this eviction, did you write about the...
I said to you over and over, I would not, and we will not subject the work of the legislature to the court. These are two separate branches of government. Which institution report for?
Closing argument.
Closing argument. When last? Closing argument took her agenda for discussion that day to Spoon FM for approval. When last you did that?
But you are the
Hello? I said to you, because of the doctrine, because of the coordination, because of respect. So because closing argument, it means that when you go to a function where Spoon FM is, you will walk away because Spoon FM is there. That's what coordination comes in. You understand what I'm saying? The justices are the final arbiter of justice. So if the justices call for the sake of coordination, we chose to honor their call. Should that be a weakness that you want to criticize us for? Should that be? So I'm saying to you, I don't know when last closing argument as an employer closing argument, because every evening you have a talk show, right? I don't know when last you took your talking point for today's date. Like today is Armed Forces Day. Will you take your talking point for today and take it to Spoon FM for approval? Is that what you want us to do? To take the function of the legislature, an independent and separate branch of government, to the judiciary for approval? You are killing me.
So,
then you don't want to be a member of the Rule of Law Caucus, where you are one of the breakers of the law.
so
Yes,
Honorable Kolleh, there are other lawmakers who may not be coming to work and receiving pay, like the allegation you raised against Representative Koffa. Today raised today.
Are you always in session, right?
Always in session.
So if you are an independent, as an independent journalist,
you know that it doesn't go that way for the interviewee to interview the interviewer.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't go that way. You are a student of journalism.
You don't have to
too.
be combative. This is a
No,
public
I'm not
information.
combating.
This is
So-
public information.
No, come on. You are misplacing. We are not combating.
Yeah.
We are in a job just to have a nice conversation. Combative?
So
The
can I
response-
lay
My
my thoughts?
point raised? No.
Go ahead, sir.
So what is the fate of people who are in the same bracket of Representative Koffa who are not coming to work?
Yes.
Sako?
Quote unquote,
Not coming
people
to
who are
work.
not coming to work. Why is that? Why is that fake?
You want to get to it?
Yeah.
What's
I'm
that?
saying to you, that is not our decision. It is a prerogative of plenary. Plenary is the one to take that decision, and we cannot second guess what plenary will do until plenary makes such decision.
Have you been able to designate
Can you say from again?
He said from him.
Yeah, that's from here.
Honorable, I'm concerned about those 16 staffers that you requested for the putting the speaker emeritus to submit their names for salary, and you said 2 months now they haven't been taking pay and they haven't submitted their names. If their name is to be submitted 8 days from now, will you give their 2-3 months salary?
Retroactive.
Well, that is a decision that I should not give a definite response to, because it is HR related. So we have to understand whether those people who come in, whether they come to work, and remember also they are personal staff. So as personal staff, the lawmaker can choose to say, okay, my lawmakers, my staff, my constituents working. Who am I? I do not have say authority, right? So what I can say to you, yes, to some extent, they will be paid retroactively because the money is covered on the budget. They are captured as personal staff, and the pay is there. But the major discussion point I want to take from this conversation is to help me and go out there and advocate for these 16 staff who has not been taking pay. Only because one man refused to submit their name. I want to advocate for the 16,000. Some of them are horse rent has expired. They put in, they giving a notice to leave. Some of them are children are not in school. Help us and talk to Honorable Koffa to send those people in this side. Children cannot be put out of school so that they cannot be put out of where they live for some of them who are paying rent. Because it's at this service, it's this ingenious, borrowing the word of great man, Dr. Bob Chima, to be working, so you're not coming to work, you're taking pay. Then your staff will come to work, they are now on payroll. I remember last Thursday, I visited the office, I saw the COS and other staff were there. And okay, one thing I forgot about, doing this exercise, other people came, they identified them, so you were there. For those, our ERBC, you were there. And you say from where? Spoon, you were there from the onset. And who else again? Okay, who is here from Okay? Okay, you were there. They are witnesses. Before the exercise, this individual came and identified themselves as staff to the office of the former speaker. That's how we got this identity from them, to allow them to witness. They witness the exercise, and they follow it from the very beginning to the very end. It was a time we were awaiting the locks to close the place that they said they left. They were running, this, that, and I asked them, let us photocopy your ID card before submitting, because I need to have, we need to have a full inventory. Who all were there? And what is the identity? What is the assurance that these people from the former speaker or the speaker emeritus office were there? So that's why we having this ID card. And 11 of us, they left. So I would want to call them in this public medium that their ID cards are here. We'll leave it in the HR, with the HR to be placed in the HR department. Anytime at their convenience, they can come and pick it up. We had no intent to keep it. The only intent was to allow the Liberian people to know that indeed 3 stars of Honorable Koffa were there to witness the ceremony.
My last question, sir. Musa Berete watching this episode going on, he is seeing this as your personal doing, not plenary action or whatever he has elected to take action against you. What would be your reaction?
Let me instrument mine as he described me as Mr. Kolleh. Let me say to Mr. Berete, he need to come to work. He's one of those who not coming to work. You know what I'm saying? Let me flag it out. Mr. Berete needs to come to work. He's one of those who taking taxpayer money free. He's not coming to work.
Rule of law chairman?
The rule of law chairman, you know he gets in the session.
Including gasoline?
Everything. Honorable Berete signed for his last gasoline came. He signed for A.
When?
The last gasoline came in December, he signed for A. And I even have the document to that effect.
He sent a process on his
pardon me?
He sent a process.
He sent one of his staff he signed for A. And he admitted, because I have to call and tell him and say, did you send this? But he admitted the person signed for A. He took a gasoline, so I'm asking myself, where are Rebecca get the gasoline? Your plane when you're leaving, I ask you, Mr. Bailey, gasoline, somewhere, like, not going to where you get the gasoline. Mr. Bailey, taking pay, like, why are you doing like bring poor money?
But Honorable, can you respond to his question? He's claiming that you are taking actions on
what I'm saying, he's not coming to work because when playing out of the he was not in plenary.
Okay.
So he's insinuating.
So he clueless to what's happening.
I don't know clue all our people. You know where I'm just kidding. Okay. But the reality here is this. Honorability is not coming to work. So I expect you, as of today's date, to start marking honorability in section to know as when it comes to work. Let us know what Mr. Bailey doing with the library for money he taking. You can't send out to how they paying you per month. What's that? You know, they say you chairman of Rural Law Caucus. What kind of law you protecting now? The law say in that kind of section 2 weeks. The exponent why excuse. He are not ready, no excuse. So I beg you, as we conclude, you're helping. 2 things I'm giving you, and I got SOS call for. Number 1, you're helping and talk to Honorable Koffa to submit his 16 names. So the children can get something to take home at the end of the day. You can be working 2-3 months, you can take pay. My people, what is that? But interesting, say, he taking pay, but he's not taking pay as well, taking pay as a representative, but he's taking a pay. He told the December pay. He told the January pay. And February pay will go in your account very soon. So why deprive the staff from taking their pay? If I were one of them, I would say to the staff, I say, hey, my people, my boss will not buy me.
They didn't take a representative pay on his.
I mean, I will say it here. Speaker Emeritus was paid for the month of December and January as representatives. And he took it. He took it and he used it. And he needed it. And he was proud to use it. Because it was his entitlement. You understand that? So that's what I'm saying to you. Help us and talk to the people. Let them make some mess. They still start, so the children, they start putting their children out of school. They start giving them notice of house rent. You understand what I'm saying there? They can be working now taking pay. If you say you now when I start to take pay, then why take pay too now? When last from January, December, January, ever saw or Koffa had a press conference and said to Liberian people, I don't want this money was saying my account, I represent Sarah, I'm not representing, I'm a speaker. This is the money I'm turning back. That's the breaking news I'm giving. Go after it. From page. From page, I admonish you, go after it. Don't write a story one side as you are always done from page. Go after their story. Lastly, tell Orobete, if he's not coming to work, let him start receiving gasoline. Let him start receiving Liberian taxpayer money in the name of salary. You understand it? And I'm saying Orobete has come to work in this second session only one time they did the opening. The entire December they show face to work. The second section here kind of work one time. That was on the day of opening. What began the remaining days? More than 3 weeks he haven't shown up. But yet, he's still expecting pay. If we're interested to know before the last gas came on a bit of one of those lawmakers who call Kolleh won't receive our gas. He was one of those. They want to put it, oh yes, code being. We spoke, I think last week you asked me, say, Kolleh won't give our gas. He can't come to work, we're not getting gas. Let's be serious here, man. We come to the public and for the bus stop and take ourselves to be what? When we are not serious. We do not take the Liberian people for fun. You went up there, what you saw there? The office that opened the speaker, what you saw there? You saw papers. You saw a picture frame. That the thing I've been keeping the office hostage for? Toilet tissue, toilet, and those are things you've been keeping the office hostage for? We need to be serious and tell the people what is unfolding. And let me say to you before I leave you. You're the reporter. You people are the real judges. You don't be afraid to tell the thing and say, we'll talk it the way we see it. So make it tell it in the way you see it. I expect you to tell Liberian people went to the speaker office, open the door, the speaker, if I not speaker emeritus of that speaker's office, that is the statutory office for the speaker. Let's see what inside the office, the vice president office, any vibrant go over there. So because what name Speaker Buffer was still in court, could Speaker Buffer say, because I'm still in court, I'm not relinquishing the office? You understand what I'm saying that? He was still in court when the Speaker Emeritus took the office. But then the Supreme Court has not decided his case. When election was in dispute in Maryland. And in fact, the court was rerun at the police in Maryland. So you expected Speaker Buffer to say that he could not take his office. But let me conclude on this note with the U.S.
Conclusively conclude.
Yeah, because conclusion is a matter of mercy. I remember when Donald Trump was defeated by Joe Biden. Donald Trump, the president, refused to ride the same presidential vehicle with President Biden at the time to what the place name, to the inauguration hall. He even refused to do other formalities to perform formalities he needed to perform as an outgoing president. But it will shock you when he won as president, Joe Biden outgoing president that he needed to have done. So I come back asking myself, such a people, who you think you are? You think you're more better than your colleagues? Other people ask you in there. When their time ends, so when your time ends, you can leave? You think the president or Koffa defeated in Grand Creek District number 2, he was satisfied to concede defeat? You think so?
But he thinks it was not done legally.
Pardon me?
He thinks it was not done legally.
It was not done legally?
According to him.
Let you bring a legal luminary to put me. I'll speak about for all we have politicians. We are not.
Honorable Kolleh, we want to say thank you, man.
For the former speaker in your word.
Pardon me?
Have you been able to designate any other office?
I
heard that you guys were designating the office near the bar room for him.
Well, it's your choice. It's your thought. Your thought is different from my thought.
Now what I heard.
All I can say to you, as long as Representative James Kolleh is in the 55th legislature, he will be accorded an office.
Near the bar room.
No, I said that's your thought. He's a leader who cannot denigrate him. It is not because they denigrate others, so we denigrate them. We can't. We can't do that. There's a civilized leadership. You understand that? We are going to give him an office that will be comfortable for him, an office that he will enjoy, an office that many days he will call you the media to conduct interview there. You understand it? So if a Bible, not Bible, we're not interested in that. We're not excluding anyone.
Thank you so much, Honorable James Kolleh of Bon County District 2, and also the Chairman on Rules, Order and Administration, of the House of Representatives. Chokon, it's really been a hectic day for us on the national holiday. But I was just joking with some of the lawmakers who are here. I said, you have stolen the headlines for the entire holiday. So whatever President Baka said at the Armed Forces Day is on his own. The press going to run with what is happening here today.
You are right, Haji Masale. You are right, quite right. But 2 points that the lawmakers strike, and those 2 points are very much important, and I think. And I think those questions should be raised to the lawmakers who are absent from section for a couple of days, weeks. He said 3 months. Representative Musa Hassan Belete has not been coming to work, but he has been signing for all of the amenities and also taking his salary. And according to him, that Representative Musa Belete says he's heading the rule of law. And the rule of law provides that you should come to work and get just pay for the work that you do. But Representative Musa Belete, according to him, has not been coming to work, but yet Representative Belete is being paid from Liberia. Likewise, also the former speaker also being paid, and taking all of the gas slaves and taking all any other, amenities belonging to the speakers and lawmakers at the House of Representatives, but they are not being coming to work.
Choko, I want to see this as personal, wrangling or fight between Representative James Kolleh and Musa Belete, because as this eviction process was ongoing, Musa Belete singled out James Kolleh, calling him Mr. Kolleh, I'm going to take you to court, and failing to know that plenary, made a decision on last week Tuesday that the speaker Rachel Kuhn should be given access to the office, and you listen to Representative Koffa saying that he cannot go back and forth again. Whatever they want to do, they can go ahead and do it. This was his last time responding on any other thing that has to do with that office. I mean, I see this as a fight between Belete and Kolleh.
For me, in spite of the fight between the both men here, I'm concerned about lawmakers who are not coming to work but getting paid from the pockets of the Liberian people. That is a concern for other people who are intellectually inclined to see between the line that you said you are heading the rule of law, that you are on the side of the law, but you are not coming to work, you're being paid. Why should you take pay? In other words, you should give the money back. The money should be given back, because you do not work for the money.
So can we say Representative Belete need to comment on the allegation that he is taking pay? He is even asking before payday.
Yeah, he asking when we're getting our gas.
When we're getting our thing. All of that. So he has to respond to
coming to work. But you see, Representative Kolleh is a smart guy who usually comes.
Yeah, and answer to a name. Then you cause noise. Quote unquote, I'm not want to denigrate Honorable Kolleh, but we just sorry to say, but raise that little noise, and just leave.
You answer each time you come to work, answer to roll call, answer for district number 10, Monrovia County, and do a usual thing and walk away. But the other people, they refuse to come to work. They still consider Rachel Kuhn as illegitimate speaker, but Rachel Kuhn signed a budget that they are taking pay from, and also, aside from taking pay from the budget, they are not coming to work for the money. They are taking whom? You heard Representative Kolleh is saying that Musa Belete, Representative Belete, call him and ask when we're getting our thing. You are not working for the team, but you want to get this particular thing.
To go to Sacre Pierre. So, Chokon, we want to call it a day. It's been, It's been a really, really hectic day for us on this duty, covering the eviction process while the Armed Forces Day celebration is currently on. And we are here witnessing, what is going on. And we'd like to say thanks so much to our viewers, our listeners on the radio, Chokon Flama and Haji Masale collabo. It's been a really, really perfect collabo. Thank you so much for watching.